Welcome guys to another episode of Match Report, and in this one I'm going to talk about the United match against Southampton, which took place yesterday. For you guys who don't know, the scoreline was 3-2 to the Reds, and it was a dramatic, typical United fashion win where we were 2-1 down until very late on, until Robin van Persie scored 2 goals in the dying minutes and embers of the game to save the Reds on Sir Alex's 1000th game. First of all, I just want to say that I've been away and haven't been able to update you guys for the last 2 weeks, as I've been in South Africa for a holiday, and so I missed a lot of activity during that time. The signing of Robin van Persie, obviously, the major signing of the summer in terms of the Premier League clubs, but also the signing of Alexander Butner, the new left back and cover for Patrice Evra, and a lot of the matches against Everton and Fulham, wasn't able to get a chance to cover any of that on YouTube for you guys. I gave the occasional tweet when I had internet connection, but it was sparse, so it was very limited in what I can do for you guys. I'm providing news, etc. while I was out there, but I'm back now, and I will be providing the normal coverage, United Talk during the week, showing up all the news. I'm thinking of not doing United Transfer Talk as much. It's a close season of the transfer window, and unless something happens that is very concrete, it's probably unlikely that the news cycle will be, going over enough to produce a long enough show for you guys, and any worthwhile deals that may be happening. Sir Alex confirmed that he won't be has any more intention to sign anyone in the near future, so that's going to be a slow for a little while. So I probably will put that show off until nearing to the January transfer window. In the meantime, you can look forward to United Transfer Talk, United Talk, sorry, and also the match reports of every single match that United plays. So anyway, let's get back to the video. And yesterday, again, a very, very good game to watch. Not so good to watch, I guess, from a United point of view, heart-stopping at times, because at times, Southampton played really, really well, and they almost passed off the park at times, for a little 5-10 minutes here and there during both halves. They were very good, and it took an extraordinary effort from, the team, and especially Robin van Persie, to be rescuing the points and getting all 3 points for the match. To be fair, Southampton again played very well, and we had to dig deep in order to get in another defeat so early on in the season. And Southampton took the lead through Ricky Lambert. It was a goal that I think Nigel Adkins had them working during that week, because basically what they did were they get the ball into the back post, with the 2 little fullbacks that we have in Rafael and Patrice Evra, who started the game yesterday. They were the easy target, if you like, because we had Ferdinand and Vidic in the centre, and this is what happened with the first goal. So Jason Punchin basically did a diagonal cross into the back post, where Ricky Lambert basically just overpowered Rafael in the air and headed in. Lindegaard replaced De Gea after, Alex confirmed that he dropped De Gea for Lindegaard, unable to do anything about a goal. And again, Southampton played very well at this point. After a very bright start for United, they were able to re-establish themselves, and I think the fans helped them quite a lot in terms of this turnaround, and able to kind of create momentum and able to take the lead for themselves. We wrestled back the possession stats and started to play ourselves, and it didn't take too long before Antonio Valencia, doing great work down the right hand flank, fired the ball across the area, again back post, where Robin van Persie was lurking, and after a kind of like unfortunate slip for Nathaniel Klein of Southampton, Van Persie chests it down, and when he's 6 yards out with that deadly left foot, what's going to happen, and it made it 1-1. It's a very good finish, and it was a typical Robin van Persie goal. I still find it kind of weird saying his name in playing for United, but Van Persie already proven his worth so far, 2 quality goals, and yeah, really started to repay his acquisition of £24 million. So the scoreline was 1-1 and headed to half time. We were getting again dominant within possession with great play between Kagawa and Robin van Persie. However, at times we were a bit sloppy in possession as well, and that had cost us the first goal, and so we needed to guard it against complacency. And sometimes even Anders Lindegaard was getting an act with a loose ball here and there, and that kind of lost us the momentum. And so it was 1-1 going to the break. And again, we started well in the second half, having a couple of chances, Van Persie having a go, but it was Southampton again who took that decisive edge and retaking the lead with a Morgan Schneiderlin goal after again a very similar goal of Ricky Lambert in the first half, where this time Lambert turned the provider, crossed it into the back post, and this time Everest slips, and Morgan Schneiderlin free header converted very well, and it was a copycat goal, just like our first goal. And so I think Sir Alex might have to look at that when perhaps Chris Smalling and Phil Jones return, and perhaps replacing Raphael for certain matches when he believed that the other side will utilise this tactic against our smaller fullbacks. And perhaps that's the way to solve this problem. But again, those who are usually quite good at defensive ability and defending, especially Patrice Evra, very good in the air for his height, so you wouldn't expect that from him, but the slip didn't help him either. So up to that point, again, Southampton played themselves into the game and deservedly took the lead at that point. Then we got a penalty after good work from Nani, getting a loose ball from Kelvin Davis, the Southampton goalkeeper, played it across the edge of the area, and then Robin van Persie, trying to do a almost a Cruyff turn, was chopped down by Højveld. It was a blatant penalty, even though Højveld got the ball in the end. He had to go through the back of Robin van Persie to get the ball, and so Mike Dean had no problem awarding the penalty, in my opinion. There was some discussion that Højveld got the ball, but again, like I said, he had to go through the player before he touched the ball. So in my eyes, it was a blatant penalty. However, the penalty wasn't up to par. Robin van Persie admitted himself after the match as well that he kind of tried a chip, with like a PLO, how it didn't go very well because he chipped it into the corner, and so Kevin Davis reacted and guessed the right way, and it was easy for him to palm the way. I think Robin van Persie kind of changed his mind at the last second, and when you do that, you're gonna not have the best, and you got to do a kind of half and half, and it never comes off. So Van Persie was a bit kind of off with himself and a bit peed off, as any top striker would do, not able to convert an easy chance. But he redeemed himself, sure enough, a little later, when after Raphael crossed the ball into the box, Rio Ferdinand's powerful header got deflected onto the post, and Van Persie, like any good goal scorer, was lurking around the box and converted in from 2 yards out. And Van Persie, after the penalty, he knew that he had to step up and had to grab and had the game by scruff of the neck, and to redeem his status, because if he did cost the match with that penalty, I think the hairdryer treatment from Alex would have went on full blast for him. So he knew he had to get it on, and with the substitution of Paul Scholes, that really changed the game, because Southampton, they gave him a bit of space as their energy levels become lower and lower. They gave him space, and so he was able to ping passes, play little through balls to Van Persie, etc., and that kind of was the catalyst that needed for us to really dominate the game. And Van Persie himself and Sir Alex Ferguson congratulated Paul Scholes on that factor for changing the game in our favour. And then, on the 92nd minute, typical in Fergie time, as they say, Nani from a corner crossed in, and Van Persie with a world-class header over Kelvin Davis, at the near post, and looping it over in the far post. It was a world-class header, and yeah, it was a perfect day to mark Salek's 1000th league game for United. I'm sure he would have wanted, a 2-0 solid result where we didn't look in any danger of losing. But again, was typical of United. They never say that attitude, and the one man captured it all really, and was Robin van Persie. He was world class. Every time he had the ball in the box, something was going to happen. Whether he's always there to take the place, and had the opportunity to had a shot when it occurred to him. So in that aspect, Robin van Persie did really well, and I've been really impressed. I'm not sure why I am, because he is a world-class striker, and this is what we expect from a £24 million man. But he has settled down very well at United, and he's looking like he's been here forever. And without him yesterday, we would have suffered our second defeat in 3 games. So my man of the match was obviously Robin van Persie, but Robin van Persie spoke after the match saying how Paul Scholes was actually his man of the match. But again, Paul Scholes played really well, but again, the headlines will go to Robin van Persie, and deservedly enough for his world-class performance and saving us on the day as well on Salek's 1000th game. So there you guys have it for another episode of United Talk and Match Report. And yeah, I hope you like this video, guys. Leave a comment below on Robin van Persie, Paul's goals, etc. like that, and how you guys think about the goalkeeping situation as well, because I still believe that De Gea should be our number 1, and Salek should try and let him develop himself within the team. He will occasionally make a odd mistake, but that's how goalkeepers learn, and especially the younger ones. That's how they learn to recover and bounce back from those mistakes. That makes them a great goalkeeper. So what do you guys think of this video? Please rate, comment and subscribe. Thanks for supporting, guys, and staying loyal to me while I was away. And yeah, thanks for doing that, and I will provide more content in the coming weeks. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you next time. Cheers.